Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, sellers, and the boss of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, putting out this truth. Faithfully, fantasy, feeding the sheep, and deep brothers and sisters doing again. Shalom. Today's lesson title, Catching Us Unawares. Now, I'm going to go into a short clip that I found today on the show Redacted. And this is a very interesting clip because brothers have been bringing out this information for years. But now you're seeing that it's truly manifesting, okay, before our eyes. Now, before I bring this clip out, let's go into the book of Revelation 13 and starting with verse 15. And it reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Now, before I play this video, I'll let you know that they're going to use a word in there, and that word is dissident. Dissident. Now, let's take a look at the word dissident and what it means in the ordinary Google dictionary. And it means, now, a person who opposes official policy, especially that of an authoritarian state, which we see the United States is becoming an authoritarian state. Similar, dissenter, objector, protester, disputant, free thinker, non-conformist. Adjective, in opposition to official policy. Okay? Now, that description there would fit all of us in this ministry. All of us in this ministry, because the things that is going to come out for this new world order from the wicked elites, we will have to oppose to it because we follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And it says what it says in Revelation 13, and starting with verse 16, it says, "And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." Now, we know there's a consequences that comes with taking that mark. Now, I'm going to play this video, and I want you to listen carefully of what they're doing right now, because they're preparing to implement a whole lot of things that is going to make life that we know it right now very, very difficult. Here's a clip.
Well, we have a saying on this show that conspiracy theories are just 6-month spoiler alerts for what's to come. And there's no shame in raising these questions. So here's one for you. With over 30 million, upwards of 43 million illegal immigrants that have poured across the border during Biden's presidency. And the federal government is building massive facilities that can sleep tens of thousands of individuals all across the country. You probably haven't heard about these large facilities, have you? Well, why are they being built? Who are they for? We might finally have an answer. Listen.
It's not for these illegals, especially let's go off the numbers that they're telling us that there really are. They're saying, what, 11 million? In reality, I can tell you right now, with talking to all of the agents that I've talked to, private sector, looking at the cameras and all the real data, we're over 30 plus million who've actually entered this country.
Yep.
And so even with that, even though that's enough to replace about 36 states population, why would they need to continue to do that if they're trying to absorb these guys, make them productive members of our society, get them into housing, because we know that there are already housing projects being coordinated with builders, again, with our money. I believe it's to kind of like what Nazis did with the Jews, concentration camps, processing facilities. They're going to need somewhere to process the dissidents.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not for illegal immigrants. Who is it for? Dissidents? We're going to unpack this with former 24-year veteran of the Customs and Border Protection, J.J. Carroll, who did this interview as part of his new documentary, Treason, scouring the country right now. And you just keep bringing unbelievable revelation after unbelievable revelation as part of this story. And I think, again, most Americans have no idea what is going on, and it's being absolutely kept from the American people right now. And
now, as you saw in that clip, she mentioned the word dissidents, and they've always thrown out, about, the migrants crossing, and, they keep that in people's head. But she made it very clear, that lady made it very clear that these buildings that they're building, which they're not really building them from scratch, they're really taking these closed down, Costco, Walmarts, those big stores, the Home Depots that they close down. And what they're doing is they're modifying them and turning them into prison centers or rehabilitation centers. And this is key. Okay, this is key to understand how this is going to take place, because when you look at the fact that you would have to take the mark, okay, which is the RFID microchip, to function in society, in some cases, they are going to take people and they're going to force people to receive it. You can also look at the building these facilities when they're talking about dissident. They're talking about people who go against, let's say, for example, a lot of brothers, including myself, brought out a video over the last 72 hours in regards to the mandatory draft that's going to be coming here to Great Babylon, America. It has to. It has to. America is going to get pulverized in World War III. So they will have to draft whatever fat ass woman or man that they can get, no matter what tribe you come from here in Great Babylon, America, to go continue to fight. And it's going to be a mess. Okay? Now, we warn Jake's them, who, they prefer being part of the 3 or 5 million people that watch a cat walk around in a circle chasing its tail, rather than watching the prophets bring out a message that is going to save their life. And this is why when we go into Proverbs 1:26, it reads, "Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched my hand," which is us, "and no man regarded, because we're nobodies. But ye have set aught not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai." Understand this, that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is bringing this judgment to the earth. This is his judgment. This is his story. He controls Esau. He controls the elite. He controls the good and the wicked. Now, in that term I use, or what they use in this video, dissident. See, Jakes are naturally dissident, which is they're rebellious. See, they're rebellious. See, they're ignorant dissident. Ignorant dissident. Because when they do these lockdowns, when they say don't do this, don't do that, or else this, Jakes them with their sagging pants, their printed nails, and their extra long weave. They think that it doesn't apply to them. And see, this is a natural mindset of our people. It doesn't apply to me. I have rights. Who do you think you are? And this is going to be that ignorant dissident. See, they're not going to be dissident for righteousness, to where we know there's a consequence that comes with certain actions. Jake them don't think in that term. They're just going to be naturally ignorant. And who's going to be laughing? It's going to be us. Because why? When we go into Revelation 3:10, Lord willing, all the brothers and the Aquat out there that are true believers and followers of Yahweh Mashiach, get this: because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now they're building all of these. They're building all of these things, and they're building all of these. They're building all of these things, these prison centers, which we know is the FEMA camps. They already have them established. So when they put this information out there, they're not putting this information out there because this is something they're about to do. This is something they already have in place. So we as the hopefully elect of Yasharala feel that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to protect us from all of these things that they're going to accuse us of. However, let's go into 2nd Ezra 16, 68. It says, "For behold, the burning rod of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idols, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and a reproach and trodden under feet." See, some of us are going to be tested to that level. And if you consent, Esau will say, see, all that time you was out there yakking with your pictures and praying to your power. You weak. Man, we got you just like that. Showed you the guillotine and the electric chair and the firing squad, and just like that, you pissed your pants and gave up. And they shame you. You live, but you live with shame like a coward. And it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord," which is the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, the Americans, and Latino, whether they understand it or not. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but so spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Now, interesting about this part here with the cast out of the houses, because Trump made it very clear, of the things that the executive orders he's looking to put in place if he's reelected. Let's look at the part where he talk about homelessness. And it says, Trump wants to force a homeless off city street by building 10 cities on large open parcels of inexpensive land. At the same time, he says he will work with the state to ban urban camping, giving violators a choice between being arrested or receiving treatment. Now, listen to this part. He also wants to bring back large mental institutions to reinstitutionalize those who are severely mentally ill or dangerously deranged. That falls in line with dissidents. Because they're going to say, well, wait a minute, we're making everything easy for everybody. We're doing all the thinking. Why aren't you complying with official mandates? Okay? You have to take the RFID microchip in your hand to buy or sell, to live. You have to accept sodomy. You have to worship the so-called white man as God, because he can do these wonderful things or great things in the sight of men. You have to go and you have to put your life on the line for Great Babylon America in a war, and etc., for everything that is wicked on this earth. Now, this man, this aligns with that. And you notice that he opens up and he says something about 6 months, before something happened or whatever the case is like that. Well, when you look at it, that's basically the time of the new election. And in about 6 months, actually, if Trump wins, he would actually be inaugurated. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, so those large mental institution, and then you heard in that video where they're basically gutting out these large warehouses and Walmarts and stuff that closed down. Okay, to turn them into these things, which is what they're going to reprogram you. This is serious business, Jakes. Let's go to what Jeremiah 30 and Psalm 6. It says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail a child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands in his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, the 12 tribe of Israel. But he shall be saved." Who will be saved of it? Only the elect will be saved of it. Only those that trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and trust in his son, Yahushai Mashiach. The rest of you who think that this is a joke, going about your business as if it doesn't impact you, having that mindset of mirth, okay? That's not going to be. You're not going to go through this trouble free. Because right now, when you take a look at that, when you see how Trump is going to basically attack the homeless, which is going to be a lot of Edomites who've lost their homes and a whole lot of these other tribes, but especially Jakes, as we've seen this happening right now. They should be like madman sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They should waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Eviction is part of this process. So this isn't something that's just going to happen all of a sudden like that. This is a process that's right now happening as we speak. Jakes are being cast out of their houses. Their goods are thrown out. And Trump has an answer. He's going to put you in these large mental institutions. Because how are you going to be? Are you going to be in a great state of mind where you have nothing, not a pot to piss in, living on the streets? No. So you're going to seem a little deranged as you complain to Esau about what is he going to do for you. Oh yeah, they're going to do something for you, all right? They're going to put you in these large institutions. This video says it. And the scripture, and it aligns with the scripture. This is what the job of the watchman. We don't watch things for entertainment. We always look at what's the message behind that. And then we warn the sheeps. Lord willing, the elect was edified today. I'd like to close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, Bashim Kakadash. That belongs to teachers that listen, apostle, great millstone, likewise, brothers out there put on this fruit. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep and dear brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom.